live.
So, outside of Comic-Con, there's actually a few things I was actually just looking at on YouTube over the weekend and today.
Okay.
Today being Tuesday, the 4th. One, there's this rumor going around that, I don't know how official it is, Kingdom Hearts 3 allegedly is going to be a PS4 exclusive or timed exclusive.
I heard something about that. I didn't look too far into it just because...
Internet?
There's that, and then there's just the factor of... I feel like I'm going to hear something about a delay again.
Oh, yeah,
so
definitely.
I don't get my hopes up with Kingdom Hearts information.
See, my thing with Kingdom Hearts is, like, when I was really looking forward to it, which was pretty much a year, 2 years after I finished Kingdom Hearts 2...
Standard time.
I would have been like, all right, yeah, this is kind of interesting. Right now, I don't care, because I don't care about Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm sorry, Gideon.
It's one of those fabled things. Right now, it's a video game unicorn. Kind of like The Last Guardian. We know Last Guardian's coming, but again, until I see it on the shelves, I don't care.
I don't care about that game either.
I don't either. I'm just trying to be,
Nice. Oh, I mean, yeah, Last Guardian.
But, I mean, realistically speaking, there are those games where it's just continuously promised, like Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't care about it until I see it on the shelf.
That I will forever care about.
No, I can't, because I'll go
Tifa.
insane. I'll go insane.
I am crazy already, so it's just something added to my...
Yeah, I can't, man.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to put it out of my mind, and then when it's on the shelf, I'm just going to have a nerdgasm. And I apologize for whatever store I'm at when I see it. That mess is on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, a timed exclusive, depending on when it comes out. I mean, if it was coming out, I don't know, with the Pro, that would make more sense. It's like, hey, timed exclusive, you get a Pro.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, hooray, like... Again, I'm just bringing it up because I saw it and I was like, this might be interesting for people out there that are still waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, but again, it goes back real far into that PS4 discussion.
Yeah,
Is it worth it at this point?
We're not even gonna rehash that right now. The next thing I saw, I sat and I watched a 12-minute video of the Battlefield 1 single-player campaign. Mm-hmm. And I know you haven't seen it because you don't care about Battlefield 1, but I'll describe it to you really quick. So you start out, black guy in the hospital, and he wakes up and he's like, oh man, where am I? And the nurse is like, oh, whatever, and she's saying, and he's like, oh, and then there's the narrator, and he's like, in war, there's casualties and blah, 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 and this is blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
And then you zoom into your guy that you're using, which is the black guy that was in the hospital, right?
Same guy from the cover image, I guess, that's everywhere? I
think so.
Okay.
So you're going and you're shooting, and I'm looking at the game, and I'm like, all right, I mean, it's Battlefield in World War I.
Yeah.
And then the guy dies. And I'm like, all right, well, he's going to respawn. This is not a good demo. Like, how do you die in your demo? And then it zoomed out, and it zoomed into a different character.
The plot thickens.
And he shot up some stuff, and then he died. And then it showed, like, oh, whatever the person's name is, 1918 to whatever. Zoomed out and went to a different character in a different part of the battlefield. And I'm like, wow, okay, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Right? And then after watching it for a while, I'm like, I still don't care about this game.
I mean...
People are hyped for it.
And with respect, it should be. It's
right.
Battlefield.
I just don't care for the era it's set in. And I enjoyed my World War II shooters when they were big.
Well, the naysayers will say it's World War I.
Yeah, right. But I
don't know. If I'm going to go back in time, I want to go For Honor.
For Honor looks great. Which, by the way, sign up for the beta.
Yes.
I signed up yesterday. I think you go to forhonor.com/beta.
Okay.
or registration or something like. Just type in For Honor beta. It'll pop up for you. And sign up for it. Seriously, support. I will say support Ubisoft in this game. I love seeing new IPs out of the big developers because
brings about change.
Yes. And
yes.
For Honor looks like a Dark Souls / like friggin' ridiculous, just craziness. It looks like MOBA kind of things in there with different paths you can take,
but without all the magic and stuff. Like it's just
sword fighting.
Yeah,
brutal. Yes.
And speaking of which, did you hear about that? There's a RPG coming out that's set in medieval times, but there's no magic.
No. Wait. Mountain Blade?
Something like that.
I think I've heard about this. It's supposed to be really pretty first-person view.
I don't know about the view. I saw it in passing glance before I passed out last night, and I was like, wow, this sounds interesting. I'm probably not going to buy it, but I could see where this would have its own...
Oh, you're telling me because you know I buy everything.
Well,
you're like, I'll just come to your house and just check it out. I might get it. I don't know. It depends.
Well, I don't even know if it's like a PC title or anything like that. I think it's good that they're exploring different genres, different ideas. You know, not everybody wants magic. Not everybody wants pure fantasy. You know, exploring some of the olden eras is pretty cool. Not just in terms of it's a shooter, we're gonna go back in time. Like I think it's nice to have something different.
Right. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Obviously, the big hoopla is Modern Warfare Remastered.
Yes.
Which is going to come with the special edition, I think. It's $80.
I'm buying it.
Yes, I've already got it pre-ordered. It's going to happen. And it's going to happen not because of Call of Duty 4. Yeah, I'm going to play it because I love Call of Duty 4. But I'm doing it for Infinite Warfare because I think the single player looks awesome.
Oh my god!
The whole space travel thing, and
if you're a sci-fi fan, you need to buy that game.
Yeah,
it just looks great.
It looks cool. But you need the disc if you're buying physical. You need the disc in order to play Modern Warfare, which people are. Oh my goodness! Why you're tethering me now? You're making me buy. Shut up, okay? Like it's a marketing thing. Like whatever. Eventually, you'll be able to get it. I'm pretty sure, separate by itself.
Yeah.
Just wait if you don't want to play Infinite Warfare. You know what I mean? That kills me. People make such a fuss. Oh, this game is this company. It's like just okay, don't buy it.
And that's my thing. It's how I've always been saying things ever since the whole Grand Theft Auto is selling us a game and charging us for portions of the game that's already on the disc. I'm like, well, don't buy it. They'll stop doing it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. That's kind of the way the world works, guys.
Yeah, but the constant response to it then is, well, I have to buy it. What else am I going to play? Like, I have to buy it.
Yeah, all my friends are going to be playing it. All right, so shut up and suck it up.
Like it's just, you can't have it both ways. Like, you either make a stand or you be the sheep.
Yep. I'm not fond of sheep. Forza Horizon 3. Getting ridiculous ratings.
I hear good things.
I need to play that game.
I was quickly browsing through Instagram, and everyone who knows me knows I'm into cars. Have fondness for it, always have. There's a YouTube channel that I follow. They're called The Smoking Tire. They're awesome. They now have their own DLC pack, I think, or something like that within the game, and I'm like,
I saw that.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, these guys are blowing up. Like, it just reminds me of when Top Gear had their bundle, and that is important to me because it's showing that Forza is actually into that element, that community.
Yes.
Like, they're paying attention. They're not just, here's a car game.
Yeah.
Like, nah, they're really in there, and I think that's good. So, shout outs to the Forza crew and to the Smoking Tire for that accomplishment.
Yeah. What else in the news? The PlayStation HDR update thing that everyone has now. If you buy a PlayStation VR and you have it plugged in, you cannot use HDR.
Okay.
Just figured I'd throw it out there. It's news. But like, there's a few people that are like, oh, Sony, you're so losing right now, and I'm like, bro, like, just unplug it. That's all you have to do. Just click in.
Yeah.
You know, like it's that easy.
Oh man,
People, humanity.
we're getting highly lazy.
Yes.
You know what else is news?
Hmm.
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage. I've only seen 3 episodes as of this moment. It's
Even
amazing.
with just episode 1,
It's
right? Because
amazing.
I'm pretty far in. I've gotten spoiled because walking to talk to my mother today, I'm like, hey, how you doing? She's on like episode 11 or something like that. And I'm just like, why? Why wouldn't you tell me
Yeah.
that? And how'd you get this far to begin with? And I was like, whatever. But yeah, Luke Cage is just,
It's good.
it's good. And
that
I know
soundtrack.
oh my
soundtrack
god,
is
for the
amazing.
entire thing, like it's perfect because
Yeah.
you know Luke Cage was made. For those who don't know, Luke Cage was made way back in the day as a comic book. I believe the 70s, late 70s,
I don't
early
know.
80s, somewhere in there. But they have that 70s
Mm-hmm.
Shaft feel, but with still that modern
Yeah.
beat, and there's just so much in it that's amazing. The only thing I would have liked more of is cameos from actual celebrities who came from Harlem.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get it; it's a money thing too, but like it just would have been nice, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Would have.
But yeah, I think Luke Cage is amazing. There are
Iron
people,
Fist, March 17th.
17th or 18th, something like that. 17th. That's gonna be great as well.
Mhm.
And
Punisher started filming today.
yes,
Apparently, he's going to be bearded Frank Castle.
yes,
Yeah.
it's gonna
Man
be good.
scruff.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Mhm.
Can't wait.
Doctor Strange next month.
Oh yes, yes, and
We'll-
then Rogue One shortly after.
Yep. Spoiler cast on both of those.
Yes.
What else? Oh, Google. We were just talking about this too. I'm in the market for a new phone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently rocking a Note 5, which I'm recording on right now. And I was like, you know what? It's getting to the point where I need a new phone. So I was going to go the route of going and buying a unlocked, untethered from a contract phone.
Yeah.
Right? You have Huawei 6P.
Wait, hang on. Sorry for the fingerprints, but I do. I love this phone.
I even considered just going back because that came out last year. I'm like, it's still a great phone.
It is.
And then I'm like, let me see what Google has to offer. And they did their Pixel unveiling today.
Yeah.
And great hardware. You know, the phone looks like an iPhone, first of all.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
And, which I'm not fond of the iPhone design
Language.
It's just, but aside from that, the hardware itself is great. I think Snapdragon 821, 4 gigs of RAM, 32 and 128 gig memory variants, 12.3 megapixel camera on the back.
Okay.
I
Which
think.
I get so annoyed at the whole megapixel thing because not every camera is the same.
Right.
Even when you're comparing the megapixels.
Yeah.
Like there have been 8 megapixel cell phone cameras that blow away 12 and 20s. Right. So I think it's more important that the actual sensor that's in it, as well as the software. But,
Well, they're saying that their sensor has been rated as the best smartphone camera sensor ever. That's what they're saying.
we'll find out when.
So I'm with it. You know, I'm like, all right. You
Yeah.
know, besides the design language, I'm like, all right, this is cool. It's gonna come with Nougat on it, which is Android 7.01, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be cool. How much is it gonna cost? Let's do this because there's the 5-inch and then there's the 5.5 inch, and I'm like, obviously, I'm gonna go for the 5.5 inch. And then they say the price starting at $649.99. I'm like, nope. Sorry, it's not happening.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I want to put that into context because a lot of people are going to freak out and go, well, why is the phone that much? If you have
Premium product,
an iPhone Plus,
mm-hmm.
if you have a Samsung Note or a Galaxy S,
Mm-hmm.
anything of that nature, your phone is worth $700, $800 respectively, somewhere in there. I know this because I've been untethered from a contract for years now, and I priced them out because I used to be a Samsung head.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't go that route.
As I am right now, yes.
To spend $700, that means crazy. I have to buy that phone outright. I'm always going to be down a certain amount of money, right? Because even if I sell that phone, I'm not getting $700 back from it.
Of course not. I'm
maybe going to get like $300-$400, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, and that's going to go towards the next phone, and I'm still going to be out another $300-$400, right? So to spend that type of money, and that's what they're worth. You know what I mean? We always talk about PlayStation and Xbox and how they're undersold at certain price points and blah, 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 blah. Cell phones are too. And you pay that when you have a contract because it's in your contract. Don't think you got your phone for free. It's a part of your contract, right? It's just like financing a car. The thing is to spend that money out of your pocket and then to know that if anything happens next year that's a major leap in the technology, now I have to go spend another $700 because you have to have that mentality. Even though you can possibly make some of your money back, you have to look at it as a complete loss. So to lose $700 for a premium product is hard. Then when you have phones like this, I spent like $5 something on mine. I have an upgraded hard drive. The base model is like $400, I think, $4 something. That's not bad in itself either. I used to spend like $300, $300-$400, anywhere in between there for a premium budget smartphone is great because the premium budget smartphones aren't that far off from your iPhone and your top end Samsungs. I'd rather spend that because $300 isn't going to kill me the next year if I have to go spend it again, or $400, as opposed to $700. In my head, I start thinking, I'm walking around with my PlayStation in my pocket.
Pretty much. I'm
walking around with with two of someone's laptops in my pocket.
Yeah. And that was the thing for me when I saw it. I'm like, yo, is this phone even worth this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you have phones like the Axon 7, which the processor is a little bit slower, not by a lot because it's a Snapdragon 820, but every other feature of that phone is premium. The build is all metal. You have your dual SIM card slot. You have your expandable memory. You have your 64 gig variant and your 128 gig variant. The speakers, they say, are amazing. USB Type-C, fingerprint scanner on the back. Like, and it's $400. Like, seriously.
Yeah, like, why wouldn't you buy that? And me personally, for years now, it has always been, do I stick with a Nexus lineup? Which I love the Nexus lineup. That was the first thing I got when I went untethered. To stick with Nexus. And the big point of Nexus is I get everything first.
Right.
Do I stick with that which I love, that bare bones setup where I can do whatever I want to and there's no bloatware, there's just nothing on it that I don't want. It's just pure. Or do I step up to a One Plus, which is going to have a little bit of a skin on top of it, a light layer, nothing heavy. And they actually listen to their community. Are their phones perfect right out the box? Not all the time. But at $300, again, you're getting a comparable phone. The stats are similar to yours minus the expandable memory.
Yeah. The OnePlus 3 is actually, they compared the ZTE Axon 7 and the OnePlus 3.
OnePlus 3 is a little bit more powerful from what I understand.
It's a little bit more powerful, but they were literally neck and neck.
Neck and neck.
Like the Axon 7 had, I think it had the better camera. Whereas the OnePlus 3 had
maybe better software or something like that.
But it didn't have a USB Type-C, I think.
It does have USB.
Okay, so it was missing something that the Axon had that made me go...
Probably NFC?
Yes.
Yeah.
That made me go, okay, I think I'm going to go with the Axon. But that's neither here nor there. Point is, Google, I get it. You know, you premium products, you want premium price so that the people look at it like, man, this is a premium phone. I need to get it.
And that's what it is. I mean... Kanye said it best. Like, if you're trying to enter a market, you can't come in cheap.
Kanye's such an asshole.
He is, but he has his points at times. You can't enter into the market cheap, right? Because if you enter into the market cheap, people are going to associate that with an inferior product.
Which I get.
I get it too. Right?
But let's take, for example, look at the PS4 and the Xbox One when they launched. My shoe keeps falling off because I'm wearing my slippers. Look at the PS4 and the Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
If that logic, I mean, it's only $100, but if that logic was going to apply, then the Xbox One should have sold like freaking hotcakes. Oh, $500! This is the way to go. But people knew the PlayStation at the time was the better product.
They're already They're already established and stuff like that. But to put it in a different context, we collect figures.
Yes.
What are people going to run out and buy? The average person, are they going to run out and buy a Hasbro figure, or are they going to buy the KO that's $50 instead of $100?
The average person is going to go with the Hasbro, with the official.
And that's the problem.
Whereas someone as educated as myself or you, I know I can go get a KO, which I don't condone doing for every single figure.
No.
Okay? But you can go get a KO figure of an older model that you like, and
you're not
you
trying
will be able to know the difference.
Yeah, especially if it's just going to sit on your table or your bookshelf or something like that. Like, it's for you.
It's just an aesthetic thing.
Yeah. But I mean, like with these phones, they're going to come in at a certain time. The same thing happens with phones all the time.